Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen thousands and thousands and thousands of federal employees retire, and I see so many of them move and downsize in retirement. Here are the 4 main reasons why they do that. There's tons of perks. Now, it's not a good fit for everyone, and it doesn't make sense, or not everyone even wants to downsize, but there's 4 main reasons people do, and it makes a big difference for those that it makes sense for. So we're gonna dive into this today. If you're new to the channel, so good to have you. My name is Downsize. I help federal employees retire and get the most of their benefits every single day, and I absolutely love it. So let's talk about downsizing in retirement. The biggest benefit of you moving out of that big old house you have and getting a smaller house to live in is the cost. For example, especially if you have a mortgage going into retirement, let's say your house is worth, let's say $800,000. Okay, it's worth $800,000, but let's say you owe $200,000 on it, right? So you have a mortgage, maybe you're paying $2,000, $3,000 a month. That's expensive, it's painful, right? And in retirement, you'd really love not to have a mortgage. Well, what if you sold this house for $800,000, you bought something nice but a little smaller for $600,000? Well, you have $600,000 of equity because you only owe $200,000. If you buy something for $600,000, you sell your house for $800,000, you are now into a house in retirement without a mortgage. And that's only the beginning when it comes to the cost, okay? So not only are you not having a mortgage anymore, but also your property taxes are probably a lot lower, your maintenance, your utilities, everything is lower and saving you money in retirement. Now, not everyone cares about that. Some people love their big old house and they never want to leave. That's totally okay if that's you, no problem. Let's talk about the next reason. Next, another reason people are moving, downsizing in retirement is to get to a cheaper location or a better location, closer to kids, closer to the beach, with better weather, whatever it is. They're trying to change things up. They want to get better, a better location for whatever their desires, their hobbies, their family needs are. They're changing because of that. And again, moving to a different location that's maybe a lower cost of living, where not only your housing cost is lower, but maybe taxes are lower. Maybe your state doesn't have income tax where you're moving. Maybe just other expenses in general, maybe restaurants and food, everything's just a little cheaper depending on where you're at, okay? Next, what about family? Are your kids leaving? Are they out of the house? Do you live close to kids and grandkids? Are they going to want to come over, right? What are your needs going to be? That is certainly a factor to think about. But most of the people, as they're retiring, their kids are moving on or are already gone, right? And they really don't need the space that they used to. So that is another reason why people tend to downsize a ton in retirement. Last but not least, retirement, especially early retirement, people tend to love to travel. Not everybody, but many people love to travel. And when you're gone traveling for weeks, months on end, whatever it may be, having a big house, a big estate to have to worry about, to maintain, with knowing there can be scary. Having a smaller place that is cheaper, and if you have a leak, it's not that big of a deal, right? If something happens, it's just less big of a deal at all when you're out and away. Long story short, for hosts of reasons, downsizing in retirement can make a massive difference in your finances, right? In your location, in what you can enjoy, the people you're close to, your family needs, travel. It can make things way simpler if you want to. But again, it's your retirement. Do whatever you'd like to do for what you want, right? Don't let me or any other person on YouTube or anyone else tell you what you want, right? And sometimes people keep the big house because they're worried what other people might think. Some people don't, right? Just do whatever makes sense for your retirement, for your numbers, so that you can retire when and how you want to have the best retirement you possibly can for your situation, okay? So if you have any other questions, stick them in the comments. And there's also a bunch of helpful resources for federal employees just like you in the description of this YouTube video. So check those out. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.